you do for that damn career. Listen, this is a disgusting business. That's all I'm gonna say. This business is so disgusting that I can't. I think that Jay-Z and Beyonce are master manipulators of the media. What is that? Is that a baby bump? I don't know. What the couple found most difficult to deal with, says another source, was the fact that some of the rumors were being perpetuated by people they considered friends, like talk show host Wendy Williams. Well, first of all, I've never partied with them. I've never been to their house. I don't swim in their pool. Like, we're not friends. The stunt left Beyonce angered beyond belief. That means she watches. Fortunately, one of the TVs in our kitchen has closed captioning, so I'll be able to understand what she says. She, you know, Beyonce can't talk. Beyonce sounds like she's got a 5th grade education. She can't talk. The baby bump squashed, bent, and crumpled.
So karma came knocking today, and they're looking for Kevin Hunter, aka Kelvin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex-husband, because now in court documents he's claiming that he's broke and that his home is about to go into foreclosure because Wendy Williams has not paid him the money that he's owed for alimony and severance after he was fired.
Kevin Hunter is suddenly trying to crawl back into Wendy Williams' good graces, and this time he's stirring up gossip about Beyoncé to do it. Rumors suggest Kevin is quietly pushing a narrative that could pressure Wendy to publicly respond, possibly dragging her back into a spotlight she hasn't controlled in years. And if you thought Diddy was the only powerful figure connected to the strange twists surrounding Wendy's situation, insiders say there may be more big names involved behind the scenes. For years, whispers have circulated that influential people in the industry helped push the strict guardianship placed over Wendy. The arrangement has always raised questions among fans. Wendy has now been under that guardianship for 4 years, and many believe it never fully made sense. What shocked people most is Beyoncé's name suddenly being mentioned in the drama. Meanwhile, Kevin, the same man who betrayed Wendy during their marriage, once even tried to claim thousands in alimony while she was struggling.
Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jack, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress,
yeah,
who died of an imaginary fucking aneurysm. Just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list. Who the f was these people supposed to go to? You can't go to the boss because the boss is f***ing you. And the boss's boss don't get no.
Now Kevin Hunter is suddenly out here acting like Wendy Williams' protector, speaking as if he's defending her against powerful figures like Beyoncé. But many fans aren't buying it. Instead, they're side-eyeing the entire situation and wondering what his real motives might be. Wendy's life took a dramatic turn when her bank, Wells Fargo, claimed she was no longer capable of managing her own finances. According to reports, the bank raised concerns about her mental health, and a judge ultimately agreed that she needed financial oversight. Almost overnight, everything changed. Wendy lost control of her money, her long-running daytime talk show ended, and even parts of her personal life seemed to slip out of her hands. Soon after, she was placed in a medical treatment facility where reports suggested she was receiving strong medication multiple times a day. Fans were stunned by how quickly everything had unfolded. One moment Wendy was dominating daytime television, fearlessly calling out celebrities and leading one of the most talked about shows in entertainment. The next moment she reportedly couldn't access her own bank accounts or make many decisions about her life. As people looked deeper into the situation, questions started growing louder online. Some fans believe Wendy's outspoken personality and the industry secrets she often discussed might have made certain powerful figures uncomfortable. Of course, there is no proof of that, but the speculation continues. What makes the situation even more confusing is that Wendy reportedly went through several independent medical evaluations while fighting the guardianship. According to reports, those evaluations suggested her condition might not have been as severe as initially claimed by Wells Fargo or her court-appointed guardian. Yet despite those findings, the legal restrictions remained in place, leaving many observers puzzled. Recently, another surprising twist emerged when reports suggested Wendy's health had been improving. For many people following the story, that update raised even more questions about how the situation unfolded in the first place.
Diagnosis.
Beyoncé announced her pregnancy at the MTV VMAs. On January 7th, 2012, Blue Ivy was born into this world. In 2016, Beyoncé dropped Lemonade. Now, as we all know, Lemonade was a true album about infidelity. Jay-Z was rumored to have a very long-time mistress. People knew of Kathy White because of Jay-Z, okay? So here's where it gets a little crazy. Kathy White was known to be pregnant in 2011. Shortly after giving birth, Kathy died mysteriously in her apartment of a brain aneurysm.
I have a feeling this is related.
Now, even though we saw Beyoncé's bump publicly, there's a video of Beyoncé sitting down for an interview and her whole stomach just deflates in the video, and it's very weird.
This is crazy.
If you listen to Daughter, the song completely illustrates a confession. The lyrics in the song say, "Your body laid out on these filthy floors, your bloodstains on my custom coutures."
That detail alone had people raising serious eyebrows. When reports began circulating that Wendy Williams' health was actually improving, many observers started asking difficult questions. Frontotemporal dementia, the condition that had previously been linked to her guardianship, is widely known as a progressive illness. In most cases, symptoms gradually worsen over time rather than improve. So when new medical evaluations suggested Wendy was showing signs of recovery, the situation suddenly seemed far more complicated than many people had initially believed. Fans online began wondering whether the guardianship placed over Wendy might have gone too far from the start. For years, supporters had watched as control over her finances, medical decisions, and daily life remained in the hands of court-appointed representatives. With every new update about her condition, more people started questioning whether such strict oversight was still necessary. Then another surprising report surfaced. According to sources close to the situation, Wendy had shown strong neurological improvement and had reportedly remained clean and sober for 3 years. That claim clashed sharply with the negative narrative that had been circulating about her health and stability in earlier headlines. For many fans, it felt like the story they had been told might not have been the complete picture. Around the same time, reports emerged that Wendy's legal team was preparing to file new court documents requesting the end of the guardianship. The filing was expected within weeks and would ask the judge to restore Wendy's independence. If the request were denied, one of her attorneys was reportedly prepared to push the case even further by requesting a jury trial, allowing ordinary citizens to weigh the evidence and decide whether Wendy should regain control of her life. That possibility instantly drew widespread attention. A jury trial could potentially bring every detail of the guardianship into the public spotlight, including medical reports, financial management decisions, and the legal reasoning behind keeping the restrictions in place for so long. Naturally, such a public examination would raise the stakes for everyone involved. For many people, the idea of Wendy regaining her voice is especially intriguing. After all, she built her entire career on speaking openly about celebrity culture and Hollywood rumors. Her fearless commentary made her one of the most recognizable personalities in entertainment media for decades. The thought of her returning to that role, even in a different form, has fans wondering what story she might tell if she regains full control of her life again. Interestingly, as soon as news broke that Wendy might soon regain her independence, some familiar faces from her past began appearing in the conversation again. Fans quickly noticed that certain individuals who had been distant during her legal struggles were suddenly speaking publicly about her situation. One of the most talked about names is her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter. Their marriage ended years ago in a very public and painful divorce, and many fans still remember how difficult that period was for Wendy. Now Kevin has reportedly been speaking about concerns for Wendy's safety and suggesting that people around her might not have her best interests at heart. While some see his comments as concern, many others remain skeptical.
Supporters haven't forgotten the dramatic way their relationship ended, and they question whether his sudden involvement is truly about protecting Wendy or something else entirely. If the guardianship does end, Wendy will once again have full authority over her personal life and finances, and that possibility has many people paying close attention to who appears around her now. The renewed online buzz intensified when social media users began revisiting old celebrity rumors and scandals. Conversations about high-profile cases, including discussions surrounding powerful figures in entertainment, led some users to connect unrelated stories and names. In the middle of that online frenzy, Beyoncé's name was suddenly pulled into the conversation. As people searched through old clips and interviews, Wendy's name resurfaced once again, especially because of a 2011 segment from her show where she discussed rumors that had been circulating online at the time. Those resurfaced clips quickly spread across social media, placing Wendy back at the center of a debate that many thought had long faded away.
Going to use a surrogate so she can maintain her body, but they're going to play it off like it's allegedly, like they gave birth. Remember, I was the first one to say this. And you remember, because wait, I haven't said it yet. Watch. It's going to be an at-home water birth in the master bathroom. There are going to be 3 people there. Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and her mother, Miss Tina. Watch.
For years, old clips from Wendy Williams' show have circulated online, but one particular moment has suddenly resurfaced and reignited a massive debate. In the clip, Wendy discussed rumors that had been circulating on the internet at the time about Beyoncé's pregnancy. Some conspiracy theories claimed that someone else connected to Jay-Z may have carried the pregnancy while Beyoncé appeared publicly with what critics online described as a fake baby bump. Back when the episode originally aired, Wendy wasn't presenting the claim as fact. She was repeating rumors that were already spreading across blogs and gossip forums. At the time, celebrity gossip culture was booming, and daytime television hosts often discussed trending stories from the internet. Wendy built her brand on speaking boldly about celebrity rumors that many other hosts avoided. But now, years later, that same clip is being shared again across social media platforms, and the discussion around it has taken on a much darker tone. Part of the reason the story has resurfaced is because people have connected it to other online rumors that developed afterward. The woman who some conspiracy theories linked to those old claims later passed away under circumstances that internet speculation has debated for years. It's important to emphasize that none of these claims have ever been proven. There is no confirmed evidence supporting the rumors that circulated online at the time. Still, conspiracy discussions have reignited, and because Wendy spoke about those rumors years ago, her name is once again trending in headlines. Once the old show clips started circulating again, social media exploded. Users shared the footage across platforms, pointing out how boldly Wendy used to speak about powerful celebrities without holding back. Many longtime fans remembered that one of Wendy's trademarks was her fearless commentary. She often addressed celebrity gossip head-on, even when the topics involved some of the most influential figures in entertainment. Online sleuths quickly began digging through older interviews, articles, and blog posts from that era. Some viewers argued that Wendy was one of the few television personalities willing to bring internet rumors into mainstream conversation. Others suggested that her willingness to discuss controversial topics made her both admired and controversial in the industry. Because of that reputation, many fans are now wondering if Wendy knew more about the entertainment world than she ever revealed publicly. The timing of these clips resurfacing has also raised eyebrows among her supporters. Right now, Wendy is still fighting to regain control of her personal and financial life after several difficult years involving health challenges and legal battles surrounding her guardianship. Again, it's crucial to be clear. The claims about Beyoncé's pregnancy rumors remain unverified internet speculation. However, the reason the conversation is trending again is that some people believe Wendy's outspoken commentary in the past may have upset powerful figures within the entertainment industry. Whether that idea has any truth behind it is impossible to confirm, but the speculation has certainly fueled intense online debate. Many fans still remember the moment years ago when viewers noticed what they believed looked like an unusual baby bump moment during one of Beyoncé's television appearances. Wendy was among the loudest voices discussing that rumor at the time, and because of that, people now see the resurfaced clips as part of a much larger story about celebrity power and media influence. Some online commentators have even pushed theories suggesting that powerful industry figures might have wanted Wendy's voice toned down after she spoke openly about certain celebrity rumors. There is absolutely no solid proof supporting those ideas, but speculation has grown louder as people continue revisiting Wendy's past interviews and commentary. Once the topic began trending, the conversation exploded across social media. Fans started piecing together moments from Wendy's career, pointing out how she built her entire brand on saying things most television hosts wouldn't dare to say. Her mix of boldness, humor, and controversy made her one of the most recognizable voices in daytime television for more than a decade. Because of that fearless reputation, some supporters believe Wendy may have angered the wrong people during her career. In an industry filled with powerful personalities and carefully managed public images, repeating sensitive celebrity rumors on a national platform can easily create tension behind the scenes. Of course, most of what is being discussed online today remains speculation. Still, the reason the story refuses to disappear is simple. People are revisiting Wendy's past and wondering whether her outspoken style might have placed her in uncomfortable situations with influential figures in entertainment. Many viewers say that if Wendy still had her daytime talk show today, the current wave of celebrity scandals would probably be even louder. She built a career out of speaking freely about Hollywood drama, and her unique voice created a space where fans felt they were hearing unfiltered commentary. Right in the middle of all this renewed attention, Wendy's ex-husband Kevin Hunter has also returned to the spotlight. Recently, he has been speaking publicly about concerns for Wendy's safety and well-being. However, many fans remain skeptical about his motives. Their breakup was one of the most public and controversial celebrity separations in recent memory. Wendy and Kevin were married for more than 2 decades, but their relationship ended amid reports of infidelity and betrayal. The split played out in headlines, and many viewers sided with Wendy during the painful process. Even after the divorce, Kevin reportedly continued to pursue financial claims related to their previous settlement. According to reports, he sought additional payments and challenged parts of their agreement in court. This happened while Wendy was already dealing with serious health challenges and the complicated guardianship situation controlling her finances. Those legal battles angered many of Wendy's supporters. Fans pointed out that Wendy built her career from the ground up, first in radio and later through her hugely successful daytime talk show. She created a brand that millions of viewers followed daily, making her one of the most recognizable personalities in entertainment media. Because of that history, the idea that Kevin continued pursuing money from her during a difficult period in her life frustrated many supporters. When he now speaks about protecting Wendy or warning about possible dangers, some fans question whether his concern is genuine or whether other motives may be involved. Adding to the confusion are reports about Wendy's finances. At one point, documents suggested she had around $7.3 million remaining in her accounts, which surprised many observers considering the massive success of her career. However, a close friend of Wendy's later submitted an affidavit claiming the real number may have been much higher, possibly around $55 million. That massive difference between reported figures led to even more speculation about what might be happening behind the scenes with Wendy's financial situation. While those details are still part of ongoing legal discussions, the uncertainty has fueled online conversations and theories. Meanwhile, Wendy herself has remained largely out of the public spotlight while navigating health challenges and legal matters. Supporters say her situation is complex and emotionally heavy, involving medical concerns, financial oversight, and intense media attention. With old clips resurfacing, rumors spreading online, and debates about powerful figures in entertainment, Wendy's name continues trending across social media platforms. Some commentators believe that when celebrities challenge powerful systems or speak openly about controversial topics, narratives can sometimes shift around them. That idea remains only an opinion, not a proven fact. But it explains why conversations about Wendy's past commentary continue generating intense interest online. Fans are revisiting interviews, old show moments, and past headlines, trying to understand whether any deeper connections exist between her outspoken career and her current struggles. The truth is that Wendy Williams has always been one of the most fearless voices in entertainment media. Her willingness to discuss uncomfortable topics made her famous, but it also placed her at the center of countless controversies. Now, years later, those same moments are being analyzed through a completely different lens. Some viewers see them as proof of her boldness, while others believe they reveal how complicated and political the entertainment industry can become behind the scenes. At the end of the day, most of the claims circulating online remain speculation. But one thing is certain: Wendy's story continues to capture the public's attention. Every resurfaced clip, every rumor, and every new headline adds another twist to an already complicated narrative. Supporters simply want to see Wendy healthy, safe, and eventually back in control of her own life. After decades of entertaining audiences with fearless commentary, many believe she deserves the chance to reclaim her voice and her freedom.